Cheers, my thrifting friends. All right, we're in the run-up to Christmas. John and I decided to spend the day in the blustery Berkshires and go thrifting. So in the previous video, you would have seen a couple of snapshots of the red light, and we had a lot of fun looking around there. But now we're in, where are we? Lee. We're in Lee, Massachusetts. There's a Goodwill here. I've never been, well, I shouldn't say I've never been. Every time we come up here, we go in, but it's been well over a year since we've been here. So let's see what they have. I'm super excited. I hope they're open. I think they are. We didn't even check. But then, okay, because hopefully they're right open. So, all right. So it's always fun to check out a new thrift store, but let's see what we can curate and find in here, and what's worth maybe reselling or adding to our own collection.
It says pull right on it.
It does. Okay. Thank you. How you guys doing today? Yeah, it's cold, right? We just got the wind blown all around us. Because I am not familiar with this store, I'm just going to start literally right at the front. And what I see right away is a basket full of goodies. You just never know what you're going to find. And these doilies are amazing. They're exactly what I'm always looking for. Now, I normally don't focus on clear glass, but in this case, I see this stack of extremely, really pretty dishes, small little dishes, and they're very intricate, very well made. I suspect they might be Indiana glass. I'm not 100% sure, but at 50 cents for each one of them, I'm definitely going to take these. All right, what else can I find here? It's so exciting being in a store that I haven't been in for a really, really long time. I do look for pottery, pie plates, kitchenware. This one was 99 cents. It was a great deal, but because it was out of season, it's the fall, and it wasn't really a brand that I recognized, I did leave it behind. I'm not looking to store stuff. I was hoping to find some good pottery in here, but unfortunately, this was the only pottery piece I found, so I did put it back. This vase, I had hopes for that it was a really good brand, but it wasn't anything I recognized. It could have even been like a Teleflora vase, so I did leave that behind, but it does have a very classic shape. It's white, so that's an excellent layering piece if you're into French country. I think that would have been a great pickup for that. Small lamps always do really well for me. I did consider this one. I did end up putting it back. Oh, sorry for the jumps in my camera. That was an incorrect camera setting. My husband has since fixed that because he knows everything. Anyway, I'm considering this lamp, but I did end up putting it back. All right, black metal pieces are really popular right now. I think it's because people have a lot of black faucets and hardware in their kitchens and throughout their house. Black hardware has been popular, so I am going to grab those for that reason. All right, the front window displays are always a really good place to try to find good pieces. They're usually overlooked as well. So these solid brass stocking holders were a perfect example of that. Now, this is something I am willing to store off season because it's solid brass and super cheap in this store, and I'm going to sell them for a really good profit next Christmas. All right, this bicycle was also a very popular item, the black metal, the bicycle, but upon further inspection, I realized it was a wine holder. And at $4.99, that's too much to pay. A lot of people don't really buy bottles of wine anymore, so I did leave that. Always looking for really good coffee table books. The subject matter of this one is perfect, and I love the graphics on the front cover of it. So this London, A City Revealed is an excellent pickup for 99 cents. All right, I'm in the other front window on the other side, again, looking for hidden treasures. This area is often overlooked in these little thrift stores. So let's see what's in there. And it's mostly Christmas, but that's okay. You can sometimes find some hidden treasures amongst the Christmas stuff. You never know. And again, if it's really a collectible Christmas, I'm happy to store it for the gear and make my profit next year. Oh, look at this bird. I saw this. These were popular. These, not sure what they're called, but they're these natural kind of corn husk kind of animals. I find they're not good for resale because, as is the case with this one, they fall apart quite easily. So I did leave it. All right. They had these linens in literally like a laundry separator basket. So you had to hunt. If you really wanted to find anything, you had to just get your hands in there. And here we go. I love these doilies. Beautiful set of 3 doilies. It was $3.99 for all 3. Great deal for those. I love them. I am going to get that yarn. And then brand new in the package, little lap blanket. They wanted $2.99 and it was sold for $12 brand new. It looks like a Dollar General piece, but that's okay when you can get them really inexpensive. People love picking those things up for $5 or $6 for quick little last minute gifts. And I didn't find anything else. All right, I'm back in the front window. This caught my eye, but then I realized it was a battery operated. I did consider it for a hot minute, but it's plastic. It's not really. Yeah, I considered it thinking, it's an interesting layer piece, but I left it. Okay, copper is catching my eyes, so let me get to that and see what this is. Yes, absolutely yes. I purchased a red one. I'm not happy with it because I don't like red. I wanted an extra large one. And at $2.99, a copper exterior, stainless interior, that's coming home. All right, books, books, books. I always look for books. So I think in 2026, I am going to start selling that really hot item called Blind Date with a Book. The trick is to find a store that sells them really inexpensive. Okay, I regret leaving this behind only because I think it would have been something I would have enjoyed reading. When I looked it up, I hesitated. I did look it up. It was a really interesting book about meditation, expressing love, all that good stuff. So at $1, I think I would have enjoyed at least reading it. All right, I love these prints from the 80s. I forget the artist. I'll have to put it up on the screen if I find it. But they were always these little girls and little boys, and they had like a pink treatment on them. I thought they were so cute. Ooh, this is catching my eye. Love vintage books about crafts. This is perfect. It's called The Gentle Arts. I'm definitely going to grab that. That's got slow living vibes written all over it. But I'm going to keep looking in this tub to see if I can find anything else. And again, these were a pretty good deal for being $1 each. I would have had to find a little bit more. Again, I hadn't solidified the idea in my mind yet, but I think I'm going to go with the Blind Date with a Book and see how well they sell in my store. It's something that I can easily put together. I'll show you guys as I develop the idea and get a few books ready for my store, what that looks like, but that's my idea. All right, I'm looking in the purses. I do usually go through that, but I'm looking for leather. That's what I look for. I mean, I have no expectation of finding anything designer, although you never know. So I do keep my eyes open for that. But really, I'm looking for leather. And I have found some nice leather pieces. All right, albums. This is always so fun to look through. Wow. Carole King's Tapestry. That's a classic, but that one's in really rough condition. So we're going to pass on that. But yeah, I love looking through these. I display iconic albums when I can find them in my store for just display only. I have a couple of Cher ones. I have some Fleetwood Mac ones. Just really classic albums I love to put in my store just for display. All right, John's into it as well. He's a huge music fan. He likes a lot of different kind of music, as do I. So both of us were having a lot of fun just looking through these old albums. Brings back a lot of memories for us because we were from a generation where we actually collected and listened to albums on our stereos in our rooms. Okay, I'm looking at these. These are just, I think they're probably from Prince's house, and they go on taper candles to catch the wax. I don't really see those too often. If they were brass, obviously I would have grabbed them, but they're glass, so I did leave them behind. This looks like a modern little organizer piece. What I'm really interested in are these porcelain pieces right here. So this is actually Falstaff. They were $1.99 a piece, and it's Falstaff Heritage White. This one had a lot of crazing on it, so I left that one behind. But I do end up grabbing one of these as they are desirable. They are somewhat collectible. And yeah, I grabbed this one. This one was nice and clean, flawless, no crazing. We're going to take that. All right, when you look at a group of teapots or something like this, yeah, it can be hard to trust your eye. The advice I would give you is look for things that have some pattern. Like the ones that don't have any pattern are usually modern and not as collectible. But if you look for things that have what look to be like hand painted patterns and that they're heavier, that can help. So as you look at this, grouping, what's catching my eye is the piece that's in the very back. All right, because the pieces in the front, they either have these, mass-produced kind of commercial patterns on them. They were probably big. They were probably part of big tea sets, dinnerware sets, whatever. But this one has a vibrant hand painting design, and there you go, made in Italy. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for pottery pieces that are made in Italy or Portugal, Spain. A lot of that kind of pottery is very collectible, and that's the one I would pick. All right, we did find this awesome pie plate. John's going to hold on to that for me, and I think we are done shopping. All right, you guys, John and I had so much fun. We were in there way longer than I thought we were going to be. Way longer, but we had so many cool things. And the pricing up here is peanuts compared to Connecticut and then, or Metro or area, Springfield area. Wow, it's blustery out here. Like I said, it's a blustery day in the Berkshires, but totally worth it. We had such a good time. Really nice store, and the people that work there are amazing and really nice. So if you are in this Lee, Massachusetts area, highly recommend that Goodwill. All right, we're off to lunch now. Back. Well, I'm going to quickly show you the stuff that John and I got up in Lee, Massachusetts. For you guys, it's the day or so after Christmas. For me, it's Christmas morning. So I figured I would quickly film this. We're going to be leaving pretty soon for my parents' house, and we're going to have a great day. The sun is going to shine. Right now it's cloudy, but we're hoping it's going to shine. But anyway, I figured I would just do a really quick at my kitchen island haul of the stuff that I picked up, what I picked up and why I picked it up, and yeah, let's get right into it. All right, so the first thing I am going to show you are this set of, these are Indiana glass little kind of trays, plates, little plates. Now, they were priced at 50 cents each, and normally I don't recommend anyone, if you're a reseller, to get clear glass too much, unless of course it's Waterford, Baccarat, or something extremely high quality from like a Poland or Ireland, that kind of thing. But I did get this, and the reason why is because this Indiana glass pattern is somewhat desirable. They're small and they have a lot of detail. If you can see the ruffled edge on these, there's a lot of detail in this design for Indiana glass. For that company, it's like one of their most complicated designs. So because of that and the price, I did pick up, there was 5 of them. So I did pay $1.50 for the stack of 5. And these are very versatile. A lot of people would want these because they're a cute little snack plate, elevated snack plate, if you will, or they can break them up and use them all over the house. They can, these would make a super elevated plant water catch, a water saucer underneath your house plant, yeah, your house plants, or this would be a really interesting spot to put your coins or your keys, or because of their size and how intricate they are, that's why I grabbed them. Even though I normally don't do clear glass, these are the exception. So I did get 2 pottery pieces. This is the piece that I showed you in the footage where it looked just like a sea of teapots, and you're like, oh, I don't know what's worth anything here. I don't know what to pick. So to train your eye to pick, you're going to be looking for anything that has like a pattern and is a little more rustic. I know that sounds hard to kind of follow as advice, but when you're looking at these things, I tend to steer clear of anything without a pattern, or anything that has like it's too how should I say, not transferware, but if you saw in the footage, like a little tiny pattern, very unremarkable, that kind of stuff just tends to be like teapots from big china sets that were mass produced. Anyway, my eye went for this one. And the reason why is because this is a piece of Italian pottery. Yep. And it's much heavier, even if you're not feeling confident with looking for something, you know, just using your eye. If you pick up each individual piece, this one right away, you picked it up and it had a lot more weight to it than all the other pieces that were there. And so that's an indicator of quality, of age. So yeah, this is a really beautiful Italian pottery, just a little pitcher, a little urn. And I love the design on it. And I did pay $3.99 for this, but I did find it online. I'll stick something right there of what I found online. And definitely worth picking up for the $4. Has a lot more value to it. And a lot of people love to collect these and decorate with them in their kitchen, or, you know, in hutches or bookcases. So this is definitely a good buy. The other piece of pottery that I did pick up is this gorgeous jade green pottery bowl. This is a Stangle piece. You can see the back stamp on it right there. What a lucky find. I had not had much luck finding Stangle pottery for quite a long streak, and this last year I have definitely found some really nice pieces of Stangle. So this is an absolutely beautiful bowl. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this or sell this yet. It's not really a color that I collect. It's like a turquoise green. So maybe I'll try selling it in the store first, but look at the beautiful side handles on it too. What a beautiful piece of pottery art. This is really lovely. I absolutely love it. And then I did pick up a couple of odds and ends for just like decor. I picked up these 2 little birds. These were also 50 cents a piece. I loved this Goodwill. It was very, very, very inexpensive. These usually sell really quickly. They're really cute. And the other piece of pottery, I'm not going to call it pottery. This is more like, you know, like a mass produced. This is Falstaff Heritage. So this was in the stack of items that you saw us looking through. We ended up getting also that really big French pie plate. In the footage after this, you will see, yeah, that we made our pecan pie for today in that. So I don't have it right here in this haul because it's got a pecan pie in it right now. But this is another good pick. If you're going to collect Falstaff, you're going to look for Falstaff, look for their heritage pattern. It's just a very simple, classic white pattern. I paid $1.99 for this. A lot of people have this as a collection already, so they're always on the hunt for pieces to add to their own collection. So that would be the purpose of getting this for resale, would be just to have it with the collector in mind that already has a pretty big set of it and they're looking for completer pieces. These go for quite a bit online, just, you know, on eBay, Etsy, or replacements.com, you know, if people are looking to get other pieces. And then the other person that would be interested in collecting this would be somebody who's just like a farmhouse or French country. They're looking for plain white kind of ironstone type pieces to add to their decor. So that's the other type of person that would be looking for a piece like this. But yeah, if you see Falstaff, one of the more collectible and better investment patterns to get for resale or for yourself, because it's such a classic pattern, is their heritage, just heritage white is what it's called. So I got very lucky in their metal area. I got 3 pairs of brass decor items. So here's the first one, this matching wall sconce set. I paid $7.99 for the pair. These are in excellent condition. I really love the scroll type design on the top. Very elegant. They're a really good size. I don't have a space for these. Otherwise, I would totally keep them. They're super timeless and elegant. I think these would look excellent on each side of a beautiful mirror. That's how I would do these. I would do these on each side of a mirror. I think that would be timeless and like an entryway. These are stunning. Someone's going to see these and absolutely love them if they love classic decor like this. So that was the first pair. And then I picked up these brass stocking holders. I know that it's the end of the season. That's okay. I'm going to store these away for my store for next year. But yeah, they're these brass silhouette snowmen holding like a little broom. There's two of them. They're the really long ones, so they can fit quite a ways back if you have a really big mantle to put these on. They're timeless and classic. Beautiful brass snowmen. I paid $2.99 for the pair. Ooh. So those were awesome. I am going to store these away. Then the last thing I found, I love these. They were stuffed way in the back of a, like the bottom shelf, way stuffed in the back. There was a bunch of junk on them. I almost didn't see them. And they're these beautiful solid brass pheasants. And they didn't have a price on them. They had no price. There was nothing on them. But the sad news is that each one has a broken leg. Which, you know what? I'm keeping these. This doesn't bother me at all because this look, if you look for these online, I'll put whatever I find up here. These are expensive. These are over $100 for a pair. These are solid. These are not hollow at all. These are solid. You could somebody with this. So this is, these are beautiful. So I'm going to figure out a way to display them in my own house. Well, you're never going to know that this little bird has a broken leg because these are absolutely timeless, classic. This is a look that a lot of people want, you know, on their mantle, in a bookcase, high shelving, something like that. We're going to figure out a really beautiful way to display these. I'm definitely keeping them. And when I got it to the register, she only charged me $2.99 each one. So I paid $3 each for solid brass pheasants with little broken legs. That's okay. We're going to make them look beautiful. Also for metals, I found this stunning copper colander. I'm definitely keeping this. I wanted a really big one. A couple videos back, you guys saw me thrift a red enamel one, which I did hesitantly because I wasn't sure if I really liked it. I was like, I don't really like the red. Yeah. My heart is true. I am going to redonate back the red one and keep the copper one. This is what I wanted. This is so beautiful. I love it. It's got the stainless steel interior. This is the brand. And again, these are not cheap. If you invest in really good quality kitchenware, this stuff is not cheap. Now, I paid $2.99 for it, but online, these are easily $15, $20, $25. These are not cheap. I love this. I cannot wait to use it. This is going in my kitchen. We're definitely keeping that. I picked up two metal like basket tray things. This was $1.99. This one was 99 cents. It didn't have a price on it. She charged me 99 cents. This one's got little feet on it. This one does. Oh, this one does too. They both do. So I got these for the store, not for me, but I find that black metal scrolly, like filigree pieces are really, really popular. Every time I have either tiered trays that are like black metal or individual baskets like this, or any kind of kitchen-y type stuff that's in a black wrought iron or a black metal, very popular. I think a lot of people have black. It's become very popular. They have like the black hardware on their kitchen faucets, maybe black hardware on their pulls for their cabinet. So they're looking for black metal things to go with that. So I grabbed these because they were really inexpensive. Grabbed a random picture frame. I went through their whole picture frame box to see what they had. This was the only one that I felt had any resale value. It's very textural. A lot of I've sold many times these type of frames that have like the green verdigris, however you say it, type border and flowers, very 3D dimensional. This will definitely sell very quickly. And I grabbed for, I think these were $2, yeah, $1.99 for all four. So these are originally from Pier 1, and they're the blue and white porcelain coasters. So those are the individual patterns. Yeah, so they're coasters. They have the four little feet. I found these online. I'll put it right here. These are originally from Pier 1. I paid $2 for that set. And then I grabbed this pressed cookie. It was new with the tag. These are awesome. I paid 99 cents for this. I just saw somebody use this online with a pressed cookie recipe, and they just rolled, you know, the dough over it. I'm like, I have to make those now. I have to have that. And I literally saw it like 2 weeks ago. And then here this is at the Goodwill. So I think this is showing, it's like showing like a reindeer or a moose. Yeah, a reindeer in the night. Very cool. I say night because I thought, yeah, stars. I see stars in the corners. So I'm going to be making some shortbread cookies with this. I also picked up this little black metal candle holder. This was also 99 cents. And it's just got these little orangey beads. That looks like bittersweet, like it's trying to look like bittersweet. Very, very country, primitive. And it's just got the black metal branching all around it. Again, black metal I'm finding is very popular, like I said, because I think a lot of people have their kitchens with black hardware. And then I found 2 books. I love these books. Their books were only 99 cents. So I grabbed 2 coffee table books. The first one is London. This is just, I don't know, I just love it. A City Revealed. It's very classic. I mean, you can buy it on Amazon right now, but for 99 cents, this is a really nice coffee table book. I think it adds, what's the word? Maybe like old world feeling, because London is just so classic, and you know, we all love the UK, right? So I got that one. And then I just got like a craft one, The Gentle Arts. Oh, this is lovely. This has got slow living all over it, don't you think? For me, I absolutely love it. I stare at it and I go, yes, I want to crochet, and I just want to do gentle arts to, you know, pass my day. But it's got some really beautiful photography on the inside. A lot of it has to do with like crocheting, yarn works. It's just a fun thing to look through and to have. Yeah, this is really beautiful. Oh my God, look at Lost Art called tatting. So just, you can really, you know, for me, I think that this kind of, here, I'll just show you what I have next. This really plays into understanding all the work that goes into these things that you buy. You know, when you buy these vintage and they're like 50 cents, $1, and then you read about how they're actually made, you have a really big appreciation for what, you know, the work that goes into these things. All right, so I also, the biggest piece I got was this really large magazine rack, this like willow basket magazine rack. This is beautiful. I love this. And the metal part of it is a really good solid metal. It's not cheap. It's the kind of metal that they make like plant stands out of and stuff. So I did grab this. I absolutely love it. It's going to be for sale in my store. I can picture it being used for a lot of different things. I would put like towels in this for my bathroom. Definitely. We have a fireplace and we utilize newspaper and, you know, little pieces of wood to get this fire started. That's another good use for this. But anyway, this also didn't have a price on it, and she charged me $2.99 for it. So awesome deal for this beautiful metal and wicker basket. And that being said, my last group of items that I picked up were textiles. So I picked up this really big ball, if you want to call it, bushel of yarn. This is called blanket yarn, extra thick. So I grabbed this because it's just eye-catching. I love carrying things like this in my store. A lot of people just grab these. What they're going to do is they're going to take this, you know, paper cover off of it, and they're going to display this in baskets. So this is really popular to purchase and then get a couple of them and put them in a basket. It looks really cool to put these really large, extra big plush yarns just displayed in a natural willow basket. That's why I got this. I'm sure that's why someone's going to buy it when I put it out for sale. And then I just found like a basic little, I guess $12 was the full price for this. I paid $2.99 for it. It's just a plush blanket. I like to carry little new items like this. A lot of times, not just for Christmas, but year round, people are looking for little gifts for people for like their birthday or whatever, retirement. And then of course, doilies. So I had to hunt for these. They were, I think you saw the footage, they had a couple of these cloth kind of, they look like laundry separator type stuff, but they had them all stuffed with whatever linens they had for sale. So I grabbed this beautiful crocheted piece. I picked up this one. I think they match. Yep, they're the same kind, same size. And this one. So 3 of the same size, same kind, all 3 like that. These are so beautiful. I love them. And then I picked up 2 darker ones. These are really pretty. These have that, I remember my mom making a lot of doilies with this kind of yarn. It's like a metallic yarn. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a goldish, it's got gold in it. Yeah, they were these dark tea-stained yarns that had gold flecks in them. So I got 2 of those. And these were all really inexpensive. They were a couple bucks for all of it. So I absolutely love collecting these. I'm not sure. I think I'm probably going to sell these 2 in my store. And I think I'm going to keep these ones. I think. I don't know. I haven't fully decided yet, but that's everything I got. Welcome back to our kitchen. All right, it's 2 days before Christmas. And in previous videos, I let you guys know that my mom had called upon John and I to help her out with Christmas desserts. And so we've been, I'm going to just show you. We're going to make this first. And what's the special ingredient in this, babe?
Bourbon.
Yes. So we are not going to make any old pecan pie. We are going to make, let's see, what are they officially calling this? New Orleans chocolate bourbon pecan pie. And this is what we're going to use. Maybe we'll even have a little drink while we're making it, because that'll be amazing. So yeah, we have a whole bunch of pecans already. You just leave them the way they are. You don't have to chop them or anything. And what makes it special as well is the chocolate chips. Now, I do want to suggest that you get the good ones. Yeah, get the good ones. I'm sure the Toll House ones or store brand ones would be okay. It's chocolate. How bad could it be, right? But if you really wanted to be...
But for a holiday.
Yeah, but for a holiday.
Then go the extra mile.
Go the extra mile. They're not that much more expensive, maybe like a couple dollars. But you definitely want a really good brand name. These are how do you say that correctly?
Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli. So you definitely want a good brand name chocolate chip. So this is really simple to put together. It's really just a mixing. It's a mixing skill, and then you just put it in the pie plate. But let me mention a couple of things about the pie plate first. So John and I were thrifting in Lee, Massachusetts. Was it yesterday or the day before? I don't remember, but the video's already up. So
Sunday.
Right. So it was Sunday. So we were in Stockbridge at the Red Lion Inn. And then in this video, I'm going to show you the footage of the Goodwill that we went to in Lee, Massachusetts. And then we went out to lunch at a lovely brewery in Lenox, Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. But while we were in Lee, John spotted this. And it's a really big, we're going to have to increase our recipe. I've already done the measurements slightly because this is a 12-inch pie plate. And it's by, I did look it up. If you hold on to this for a quick second, I found it is made in France. John spotted that while we were in there. But it's, here, it's this. It's French porcelain du Roussy. I don't know how to say that properly. But that's the baking dish that matches this pie dish. So we thrifted the pie plate that we're going to make it in because I only have one pie plate. I'll show you. It's one of the Pioneer Woman ones. Nothing wrong with that. There's apples in this because we have 2 pie crusts and we're going to make a French, I'm going to say this wrong as well, gliotte. Is that how you say it?
Not familiar.
All right, so it's like a tart. It's a French tart. It's a open face pie. It doesn't have a top crust. So we're going to do that because we have 2 crusts. But that's the only pie plate that I had. And yeah, we happened to find this one.
Do you know what the numbers mean?
No, I don't.
Does anyone know what these numbers mean? It's got a 28, a 31, and a 29.
28, 31, 29. Sounds like a woman's...
set right in the back of the...
Yeah, maybe it's a mold number?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but it's definitely made in France, and it's extra big, so we're going to have an extra big.
Somewhere there's a safe that this opens.
Yeah, right? This could be like a combo. This is the numbers that he's talking about. I don't know if you can see them in the camera. They're right there. And the back stamp on this, I'm not going to try to blind you guys, but
yeah, those numbers are deeper than the back
yeah,
stamp.
the back stamp is right in here, and I showed you the listing for it. So anyway, let's get started on our pecan pie, and then we're going to make our apple tart. The apple tart we're going to keep for ourselves. We don't really need to bring it because tomorrow, Christmas Eve day, we're going to film one more time, and we're going to make these mystery family cookies. Now, the mystery is a lot. There's a lot of mystery around the cookies, and you'll see, so stay tuned for that video. It'll be the one after this one. So we're going to put our pie crusts in the bowls. We are using pre-made pie crust, and that's not cheating because the recipe said to. So we're just going to go with it. Now, this is a really big pie plate. This is a 12-inch pie plate. You can see how much bigger it is than the Pioneer Woman one, but John said that he has a good point, that this is shallower than this one, so we're hoping that this pie crust will, oh no, mine's sticking.
Yeah, you have to be gentle with it.
No, mine's gonna have a hole. That's okay. Okay.
You can always do a quick patch up on it.
Okay, here we go. Sheesh. That was harder than I thought. Oh.
Some claws you got.
They're not that long. I don't know. Okay, I'm clearly losing this. I thought I was going to win this part of the cooking segment, but I'm losing. I lost. Mine doesn't look good, and it's barely covering it. Should I roll this? Do you think we should roll this out a little bit?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, you're fine. As long as the whole bottom's covered.
All right.
And a little bit up the sides.
Yeah, this I'm not feeling good about my work here. I'm sad. This doesn't look right. That's okay. You guys get the drift. All right. This didn't unfold very easily for me.
I've never seen someone waiting for a slice of pie going, I hope it has lots of crust.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't have a hole in the crust. No kidding, right? No one's going to know. All right. My goodness. Now, neither one of these are to be cooked before you fill them with the filling. So we haven't preheated our oven yet because we still have to slice up the apples that are going to go in that one. So, and I didn't say to grease the bottom of this or anything. It just said to throw your refrigerated pie crust in the bottom of your pie plate. and hope for the best after that. All right, I think I saved it. What do you think?
It's a Christmas miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle. right, it's been 50 minutes. We're not sure if they're done yet, but we're going to definitely look.
Going on blind hope.
Yeah. All we really care about is the pecan pie. Ooh, okay. What do you think?
This is coming out.
All right, so the apple tart is coming out, period. There you go. That's okay, put it there, yep. We made soup for lunch, in case you want to see what that looked like.
Stop. That's the only reason I didn't put the pie there.
I know, that's what I'm saying, I'm explaining. We had this yummy Ukrainian soup for lunch. Now
This is the tricky one.
All right, we're just going to assume this is done.
This is done.
Okay. Oh, wow, it looks amazing. Well, we cooked it for exactly what it said, 50 minutes.
See how you can't spill it?
Yeah. Wow, that's so cool.
It's all set up.
Oh, my God, you guys. I've never made a pecan pie. Is this your first time too, honey? Or have you made one before?
I don't make these. They got way too much sugar in them for me to make.
Yeah, but they're a little...
But it's Christmas.
It's Christmas. It's a decadent design. Oh, and then this is our little treat for tonight. We're going to have this maybe with a little ice cream or something. I don't know, but what a pretty tart. What do you guys think? I don't know. John and I, we're kicking it with the baking. We're going to make cookies tomorrow. Stay tuned for that video. They're going to be mystery cookies. We'll tell you why they're a mystery. There's multiple reasons. Okay, wow, cool. All right, well, we are all set for Christmas, at least. We got our pecan pie done. Looking forward to that. All right, it's many hours later. I decided to leave the house and get a few last minute Christmas gifts. So I'm back home and I'm in my comfies. This is my Christmas comfies. You guys like it? It's cute. So anyway, the traffic was really bad. I'm stressed out. So John has decided to help me with that stressing out, and he's going to make us a drink with this bourbon that we don't want to just put back in the cabinet after cooking with it. So, and we're going to have our apple tarts. We're going to cut that, and then he's going to show you a really nice drink. So let's do that.
So one of the reasons I picked this brand, it's actually nice, but they gave me it came with a free glass.
Nice.
I like free stuff.
Here, I'll show that. A glass like that. Very nice.
And it came with a free ice cube maker, so that when you make your cocktail, you're gonna have the one big honking ice cube in it.
Yeah, have you guys seen those? I've seen that before. I've seen some really awesome photography where the cube takes up the whole glass, and to me it's aesthetically perfect. I love the look. So it just so happens that this
Larceny
bottle of bourbon came with the glass and the ice cube mold. That's pretty cool. So we got to check that out and see if it makes your drink any better. At least it's going to make it aesthetically pretty.
And
Did you get it?
A nice ice cube with the actual key symbol.
Oh my God, it does have it. Oh my God, you guys, I don't know. Did they see that?
Yeah.
Okay, you got it good enough?
Sure.
Look, it's got like a key in it. Yeah, you're right. It is hard to see, but it's super aesthetically pleasing. Oh my goodness.
Nina likes it. She said.
Yes.
So I got your rocks glass with the ice and the maraschino cherry. You have your mixer full of ice.
And here we go. Okay.
And there's two of us, so we're making a double of a classic Manhattan. Nothing like a classic drink for the holidays.
Yep.
And it's a 2-1-2 recipe, so it would normally be 2 parts of bourbon, 1 part vermouth, and 2 dashes of bitters. And I like to jazz it up for Christmas. We're going to use cherry bitters instead of the plain aromatic ones. And you get to annoy your dog with about 30 seconds of vigorous shaking. And she's off.
That one's mine. I don't know if you guys remember, I thrifted the glass with the pineapples on it. That's from Williams Sonoma. But I thrifted a big set of them maybe about 5 months ago. Wow, that looks amazing. Very nice. Very Christmassy. There's definitely a cherry in there. See that? All right, now we're gonna serve ourselves each a piece of this beautiful apple tort. These I thrifted. These are Haviland, Bavaria, Germany. These are really beautiful. I have a whole set of dessert plates and little tiny berry bowls that go with them. All right, let's cut that tart up. Isn't she pretty? I always think these look so pretty. They're so aesthetically pleasing. Now remember, we're saving the pecan pie that we made for Christmas Day. That has since cooled down quite a bit. It came out, from what we can tell, pretty nice. All right, so we're all set. We're gonna have our tart and we're gonna have our drink. And this is the best time of the year, you guys. I hope that you don't rush through. Of course, these last few days before Christmas is the best time of the year. You get to slow down, slow live for a little while, make some really good desserts, spend time with your family, and enjoy a little cocktail in the let's see, middle of the week. So, all right, cheers, baby.
Cheers. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Oh wow, this definitely tastes like an old fashioned, right? Is that what this is? An old fashioned, or like more of a Manhattan?
It's a Manhattan.
It's a Manhattan. Wow. I feel like we have this bar near us. It's called the Tunnel Bar. And they have this really old world, old school feel to it. If you guys are from this area, it's called Tunnel Bar in Northampton. This feels like the type of drink that I would have at the Tunnel Bar in one of their big leather couches and in front of their fireplace. Yeah, awesome. Highly recommend. I'm so glad that we got to have a little bit to try and not have to wait for the pecan pie. All right, see you guys soon.